Okay. Don't know if this is working. Okay, it
I'll look.
says live. If
I
this
will
is
look.
screen recording this, then it should be fine.
It says it's live.
All right, that's good. Now make sure it's recording our Zoom.
It's recording both of us.
It's recording both of us. Are we good?
Live.
All right, that's good. Now make sure it's recording our Zoom.
It's recording both of us. Yes, it is.
Recording both of us. Are we
Let's
good?
go.
Look at that. First try. First
I
try.
know.
That's beautiful,
See?
isn't it? Well, you know what? The audio doesn't sound good, so let me just put headphones on to make it look better.
Okay.
Just because it looks cooler. I don't know.
Dog, don't you dare. No.
Daisy.
No.
Hi, Daisy. All right. Welcome. Hi. Oh, hi, Daisy. Look at us, guys. We got our podcast live. First try. Isn't that awesome? That's amazing.
I know it is.
Post a link.
I'm at my school desk and it's a mess.
Well, I'm not shocked.
What do you mean by that? I have a record here.
A record? You mean like
Yes,
a music record?
I have. Yeah, a music record.
Why?
It's for art. I don't know why we're gonna use this for
I don't know why either.
like art, but look at it.
Dang,
It's a
where are
record.
you? 80 years old? What?
No, they gave it to me,
Ah,
and we're gonna make a thing.
cool. Okay, link, and maybe you should keep an eye on the chat while I hold. Well, I'll go back and forth. Podcast 5 is live. Oh God.
Wait, what happens if I mute my mic? Do I sound the same?
Yeah, you sound the same.
Okay, so it isn't even going through the mic in my headset. Hold on, maybe I can change that. Maybe if I go to microphone, they're same as system. Hello.
Sounds the same.
It is. It's going through my mic now. It's going through my mic. That's good.
Oh God, that's terrible.
What?
That was terrible what you just did with your hands. That was terrible.
I did this, and it was a very difficult to your life.
Oh God. No.
Well, it's easier to hear me now.
Okay.
You can still hear me quite well.
Yeah.
There's also.
And I think we can get started.
Sure.
All right. Like I said, you can keep an eye on the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's get started. Welcome everybody to the next podcast.
What is this? 4, 3?
5, I think. 5, I believe.
Oh, so I was wrong.
So.
Hello, Tanner.
Tanner's here. Cool. We got lots of things in this. Well, it's not big stuff, but it's a bunch of little stuff, which is the way to put it.
Yeah.
Which is what we have here.
Don't mind my profile picture here.
What?
Look at our names, by the way, Tyler.
Oh. Yeah, sure. That fits well.
Well, yours does. Mine is what Nick calls me.
Okay, well. All right, well, let's get started here. Let's talk first about the cup race from last week. So.
Crap, I don't have the thing up.
So what do we got here? We were at the Roval last week. That was a pretty cool race, actually. I'm not gonna lie. What do we got here? So
there it is.
Let's start at the beginning. I literally have the recap up on my phone, so I know what's happening. So I know what happened.
I don't.
But,
I just have the podcast and stuff.
So let's see. So it started on kind of rain. Kind of.
Yeah, there wasn't as much rain as I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, me neither. I expected
I was kind of disappointed, but
me too.
It was still a good race.
Yeah, it was a good. I was expecting a downpour, to be honest, but
that would have been fun.
Ty Dillon won the first stage. That was pretty cool. And
he was very unexpected, though.
He was one of the fastest cars in that race too.
I was praying for there to be more rain so he could do better.
I know, because it seems like with the rain he did a lot better, especially. It was
winning the first stage.
Yeah, and he drove through and he drove past guys too. Like it wasn't a fluke or anything. He literally drove past them. So that was at least.
Brennan is calling me.
Oh, Brennan. Who cares? And also.
Bro. Please text me.
Give props to Timmy Hill. He finished 5th in that stage. That was pretty cool. I don't know why, but it's just a cool fact that I'm looking at. Like I said, I'm going through the replay because that race was a week ago. But
Oh yeah.
like I said, it was a pretty good race, especially Chase Elliott with the win. That was a
Yeah.
pretty historic win, actually.
Which
That was,
our picks were correct.
yes, you
So
got our picks right. See, I knew it.
I knew it first.
Yeah, sure you did. But like I said, that was a pretty historic, at least, race for him. That was his 4th road course race win in a row, I believe. It's his 2nd at the Roval.
Just
Like
keeping
I
the
said.
streak going.
Yep, just keep the streak growing. He's keeping the title for greatest road course king currently. And can he beat Jeff Gordon's record? If you ask me, I hope not. Only because, the Jeff Gordon fan in me doesn't want Jeff to lose his record.
Nah.
So maybe that's just me, but I mean that'd still be cool if he could win it. But there's gonna be 6 road course races on the schedule next year, so
hopefully Chase will be better.
watch him win all 6 next year, and he'll beat Jeff's record. That's his 4th now, and Jeff's record I believe is 9. So if he wins all of them next year, he'll beat him by 1. But that'd be pretty interesting, especially with the new road courses next year. What is it? Road America, Circuit of the Americas.
Road America is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited for Road America, especially on 4th of July.
What the heck is happening to my mic?
What are you doing to your mic?
Nothing's happening to my mic, but I could just hear the echo in your room because you have it up like 100%.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me listen to it on the stream.
Let me take my headset off so I can hear you better then.
100%.
Oh, okay.
Let me listen to it on the stream.
Take my headset off so I can hear you better then. But to be honest, there's not that much else in that race. To be honest, another thing to talk about is maybe Denny Hamlin's struggles.
Echo of death.
He wasn't the greatest in that race, to be honest, at all. I don't think he showed up at all in that race. He didn't do much.
Tanner said that was interesting. Charlotte Roval. That was an interesting Charlotte Roval, but overall race was mostly okay.
Yeah. But like I said, just the other notable things. Denny Hamlin pretty much did nothing in that race, really.
Oh no, he did a few things.
He won the
spun out.
Yeah, he did. He spun out a few times.
Many times.
I don't remember where he finished, like 15th or 16th or something like that.
It was
I don't remember.
Honestly kind of funny with what he did.
Even Kevin Harvick, too.
With what he did at Talladega. What he did at Talladega. Remember?
Yeah, well, Talladega's a different story.
I know, but still.
Yeah, even shocking with Kevin Harvick, to be honest. I'm surprised he didn't run better. I mean, he finished 11th. Average, I guess. Not much to talk about there, but I guess that's pretty much it for the Cup race, to be honest. Let's talk about Xfinity and the truck race. I don't know if you watched it or not. I did. But
I did. I watched a little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Well, let's start with the truck race. Hold on, let me pull up the results so I know. Yeah. So main drama was at the end of the race. It was a battle between Brett Moffitt and Zane Smith. And, Zane had a run, and then Brett, it's hard to tell, kind of hit him. And
I'm just going to let you do all the talking for this.
Yeah, and then Zane went for a spin, and then Zane's chances of winning were pretty much over, so.
Yeah.
But it ended. Brett Moffitt won the race. Good for him. His first win of the year, about time. Took him forever to get that win, but hey, he's punched his ticket to Phoenix, and now he's going for a championship.
Does that sound weird?
No. It just sounds like normal clapping. Still sounds like normal clapping.
Okay, for me, like in classes, like they just clap their hands and I'm on my school computer.
Okay. But like I said, the ending was pretty interesting. Another notable thing to talk about, Haley Deegan is her first ever truck race. She actually ran fairly well, to be honest. She started back in the 30s, but she actually drove her way up to the front.
She must be very old.
I know. But she actually did drive up to the front I think she drove up, the start of the race was slow. She went up to like 24th-ish. But then there was a caution at the end, and that helped her. She was as high as second at one point. But that's because she didn't pit, obviously. Oh, gosh. Give me a second. My cat's trying to get out. Hold on.
Wait, you should bring him to the camera. Bring him to the camera quick.
He wanted to get out. Nope, he left.
Oh.
Oh, well. Oh well. But yeah, Haley Deegan, like I said, pretty good run for her, especially. And there's some information about her, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, solid 16th. I predicted 15th to 20th actually for her, so I was pretty spot on. I'll take it. But just look at notable finishers. Timothy Peters, his first truck race back in a year or two, he finished 7th, not bad. And Trevor Bayne with another top 10. I'm happy with that. But and now let's talk about the Xfinity race.
Didn't see that either.
That was pretty interesting. So there was around like 20 laps to go, and there was some issues going on there. There was like 4 wide. Allgaier was stuck on the apron because of it, and he came back on the track. It was tough to tell did he do it on purpose or not. And then there's a man named Anthony Alfredo going on his roof.
Oh,
That
oh yeah,
was
you did tell me about that. You were
Mhm.
freaking out.
Yeah, to be honest, I did not ever expect to see a flip at Kansas, at least
At
not
Kansas,
now.
no.
No, and Kansas has had some pretty dangerous wrecks in the past couple years. That happened. Ryan Preece slammed into the wall earlier this year and he almost flipped.
Yeah, but didn't pull out to be a flip. But now
Thankfully.
the flip happened.
I'm trying to remember who else had a danger. Oh, Eric Almirola broke his back at Kansas a couple of years ago. Remember that. That's the most notable ones that I can think of. But then at the end, obviously, it was all Chase Briscoe getting the win. It was actually a pretty good race for Chase Briscoe. 9th
Okay,
win
hold
on
on,
the
hold on,
year.
1 second.
What?
Tanner says GMS was showing competitive muscle throughout the entire race, and Brett Moffitt had his first win of the season at the right time.
Good for Brett Moffitt.
Yes.
But like I said, Chase Briscoe, solid 9th win. That's impressive, especially for him. And he's going to Phoenix, so good for him. Looking through other notable results, Daniel Hemrick. Oh man, I
Your
was
buddy.
so mad. I was so mad. I wanted him to win so bad there. Because for those of you that probably don't know, I am a big Daniel Hemrick fan. But God, that hurt for me to see him
Not
not
when he
win.
was in. Oh no.
What else? Oh, Ryan Sieg.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh. What'd you do? Like I said, stick
Somebody's
with us,
trying to
guys. This is
break
our
in.
first ever podcast on Zoom.
Okay. People just broke into my house. Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, gosh. Hold on. Let me minimize this. You're going to see this go away. I want to see how the stream's doing. Okay. All right. Just checking the stream there. Sorry. Okay. But while he's investigating his house, I'll just finish talking about the Xfinity race real quick. Ryan Sieg was probably one of the biggest stories, especially in that race. He had strategy at the beginning of the race, or towards the end of the race, and he was hoping he can pull off a surprise win and make it to Phoenix. That would have been pretty awesome to see him win, but unfortunately, it didn't play out. He'd made a strategy where he saved an extra set of tires at the end, and there was a caution that came at a perfect time that he needed, and he pitted for tires. He made his way all the way up to third, but if another caution would have came out, Ryan Sieg probably would have had the best chance of winning that race because he was flying at the end of the race there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Justin Haley finished 4th. Austin Hill finished 5th. Good for him. Josh Williams in 6th. That's also really cool because that's his best career finish. I think that's his about third top 10 this year. So awesome to see that finish out of Josh Williams. And then Brett Moffitt, also top 10 after winning that truck race. So pretty cool. Michael in at 8th. Brandon Jones in 9th. Unfortunate for Brandon Jones because he was probably the second best car behind Chase Briscoe. But then unfortunately he got in that wreck with Anthony Alfredo at the end there. But also, thank goodness that Anthony Alfredo is good there. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it there. Another thing to talk about is a wreck early in the race involving Noah Gragson and Austin Cindric. Two of the biggest playoff drivers that we see this year. And on a restart, Ross Chastain made it 4 wide. Pretty amazing move, to be honest. He made it work, but then towards the back, it didn't work for Noah Gragson. He got tight. He hit Austin Cindric, and they both hit each other. Didn't really spin out, but Noah Gragson did have to retire from the race. I don't think he was able to fix his car in enough time, but Austin Cindric actually did finish the race after like 22 laps down. He still managed to finish the race, so good for him and his team for never giving up. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the race review, guys. Now I guess we'll get into the point standings. We'll talk about the lower series first, then we'll get into the cups later. But let me pull the standings up. Give me a second. Okay. So, looking at the playoffs for the trucks, Brett Moffitt locked in after the win, so good for him. Sheldon Creed is plus 26, Austin Hill is plus 19, and Zane Smith is plus 7. So there's your top 4 entering the next race. And then Grant Enfinger is minus 7, Matt Crafton's minus 15, Ben Rhodes minus 33, and Tyler Ankrum is minus 56. Ben Rhodes and Tyler Ankrum, I remember Ankrum was in a wreck early, and that ultimately pretty much killed his race for him. And then Ben Rhodes, he just had a lot of, I think it was engine issues, so that set him pretty far back. So, but thankful for Zane Smith too, that because of that win. Oh gosh, sorry, he muted me. Must press the wrong button. Look at this guy. Wow, he's just playing tricks. Of course, yeah, this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for trucks. Like I said, Zane Smith. After that contact he was in, he's still plus 7, so good for him to be staying just barely too. But right now, if it's based off points, Zane Smith and Grant Enfinger are looking to be a battle for the final 4. Like we said, Brett Moffitt's in, Sheldon Creed looks like he'll probably be in, and Austin Hill too. So as long as they don't have any issues, they should be in fairly easy. But yeah, that's pretty much it about truck points. Let's take a look at Xfinity points. So, okay, this is where it's a lot closer now. So, Chase Briscoe's locked in to Phoenix, so he doesn't need to worry about the next 2 races. Justin Allgaier is plus 11. Brandon Jones is plus 9. Austin Cindric is plus 2. And then Justin Haley's minus 2. Ross Chastain's minus 12. And Ryan Sieg is minus 17. And Noah Gregson's minus 33. Okay, give me a second. Right, let me take a look at the chat one more time, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was looking at the chat again. Okay, and I see some news that we'll get to later, by the way, while I'm looking at the truck race. Let me look at the points continuing. Justin Allgaier, like I said, it's a lot closer now. That the playoffs will get pretty interesting for that team there. No one is safe pretty much at all other than Chase Briscoe. He's pretty much safe. Justin Allgaier, a mistake, even though he's plus 11, he could easily fall out. Ross Chastain is a little shocking to me, to be honest, because I expected him to be a lot further up. Something's up with Anthony. I don't know what's up with him. Like I said, stick with us. It's our first time doing a Zoom cast. Making sure everything goes correctly. Sorry, I'm looking at Anthony. I'm making sure I'm communicating with him. Okay, let me finish talking about points. Sorry about that. Okay, so like I said, Justin Allgaier, no, everyone on the top of the bubble other than Chase Briscoe. Um, no one is safe at all. So anything can happen. All right, Anthony's having some issues right now, to be honest. So, like I said, I'll keep it going here so we have something. But like I said, as I was saying earlier, Ross Chastain, he's like a big shocker to me, to be honest. I'm surprised he's minus 12 because I expected him to run a lot better tonight, but he was in quite a few issues where he was in a lot of wrecks with a bunch of people, and he hit the wall. Oh, look, I see him. He's fixing. I don't know what he's doing with his camera, but and then Noah Gregson's minus 33. He's obviously, because of that wreck, that's really put him far behind. Uh, yeah, he's really far behind. Ryan C, even with that run he's had, he's still minus 17, so he's looking like he might need to win here. So, all right. After after that, now let's take a look at the cup points now. So, from last week, let's talk about some of the guys that were eliminated. Oh, sorry, we're getting distracted here, but let's continue here. So, Eric Almirola, first guy to be eliminated. That's unfortunate to be. I expected him to make the next round. Based off his consistency this year, I can't believe it. He's just been far behind in this round with a bunch of issues going on, and it really hurts for that team. It's a good thing he'll be back to the 10 next year, where hopefully he'll get that win where he's been close plenty of times this year. Clint Boyer's another one who was eliminated. That's also really unfortunate after he announced that he's retiring at the end of this season. He had a chance to win this race at the Roval, but got stacked up at the end. He got stacked up at the end where, it really hurt his car. He lost power steering, so he was out of a chance to win that race, to be honest. But Austin Dillon is another one. He was the biggest shocker of the playoffs, to be honest. So he had that first round that was going pretty awesome. He finished in the top 15 in every race in the first 3 races of the first round, and he was on fire. He was looking to make the round of 8 and shock everyone pretty much. I don't think anyone expected him to make the round of 8. And then the last guy that was eliminated was Kyle Busch. He was the biggest story. Just to say what he's been saying every year, it's 2020. He just can't get a break. He's had nothing go his way. Still has not won yet. And now that he's out of the round, if you ask me, I don't think he's going to win at all for the rest of the year. I just don't think it'll happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the round for the guys that were eliminated. Now looking at the points entering this race, Kevin Harvick is plus 45, Denny Hamlin's plus 32, Brad Keselowski's plus 13, and Chase Elliott is plus 5. Joey Logano's minus 5, Martin Truex is minus 10, Alex Bowman's minus 18, and then Kurt Busch is minus 21. So Harvick, Denny Hamlin, they're looking good. As long as they finish these 3 races, I think they'll be fine. But they're still not safe. I mean, anything can happen. Something can go wrong. Denny Hamlin could, I don't know, crash and he could fall out of the top 4 easily. But it's shocking to look at Chase Elliott. He's been on a roll in these playoffs again. He's had a chance to make the Final Four almost every year he's been in the Cup Series, to be honest. And this is looking probably like one of his strongest chances. It's 2020. I agree. But yeah, Chase Elliott, I mean, if you ask me, I think this is his best year to make the Final Four, and I think he can easily do it as long as he just finishes these next races. He's got the best chance, and this Kansas race is his best chance, especially to make the Final Four, because I feel like Kansas is probably his strongest track out of these next 3 races. Martinsville is close. He's almost won there a few times before, but I'll still go with Kansas to be his best chance. Joey Logano's minus 5. Not much to say there, to be honest. He can easily make the Final Four. He can easily point his way in. Oh. Okay. Martin Truex, he can point his way. I think pretty much all these guys can point their way in. Kurt Busch maybe a little far out. Alex Bowman too. They're minus 21 and 18. It'll be tough to point their way in. But if you ask me, these next few tracks coming up, they're really strong for Kurt Busch and Alex Bowman. They can shock us all, and they could both make the Final Four. Who knows? But if I feel like Kurt Busch has the strongest chance to make the Final Four because the tires they are running in this race at Kansas is the same tire that Kurt Busch won at Las Vegas in. So really strong for Kurt Busch. He might actually shock us all, make the Final Four. Maybe he'll win the championship. Who knows? But that's pretty much all for the races that we could talk about now. Let me get into some other stories. Okay, here's this. I talked about it earlier. Hailie Deegan, about her truck race that she ran. She finished 16th. And weird thing about it, I didn't expect this at all. She was announced that she will run a full-time truck season next year for DGR in the number 17. It was weird that the story came out literally in the middle of the truck race, so I didn't expect that. I think this is a really good. Oh gosh, I think this is a really good move for her because obviously in ARCA she's been fine in ARCA. There's not that many, cars that'll compete for wins in ARCA. There's maybe only like 8 to 10 cars that can compete for a win. So, and she runs like 6th to 7th almost every race. So I think this is the best move because oh gosh, it's dark. I think this is her best chance to, show her talent and really improve and show what she can do. So I think, like I said, this is a really solid move for Hailie Deegan. And now let's get into this little bit of news. There was a chart about ratings from the past few years. Give me a second. I gotta find it. Guys, I'm not prepared. You could probably tell neither of us are, but let me pull up this chart so I can check it out. We can go over it. I think here it is. Sorry, I'm looking at a video. There's an ad in the way. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Here it is. Okay, so looking at this chart, these are all ratings compared to how they were last year. So at the top of the chart, the sport that's lost the most, percentage in ratings is the Stanley Cup Finals. They are down 61% viewership from last year. So that's a pretty significant drop. But then you got to scroll pretty far down. Oh gosh, it's Anthony's dog. Sorry, he keeps popping up and I keep looking. But if you got to go pretty far down in this list, and you could see NASCAR, they've only lost 1% of viewership from last year. So obviously this year's been nuts with viewers. So who knows who knows? They are all over the place with viewership. But yeah, that's pretty good for NASCAR, especially because they haven't lost that much viewership compared to big other sports. The MLB regular season, the NFL regular season, they're all much lower. They're 13% down and 26% down. So a lot bigger drops for the bigger sports, if you ask me. And then NASCAR only -1. So really solid for NASCAR. So that shows that, their viewership is really, staying the same, especially from last year. Oh gosh, my cat's back. I just saw him pop in. Hello. I'll let him pop up. I'll let you
Bring
guys
him
take a
up.
look. Oh, Anthony's here. I hear him. Come here. I'll let you guys look at him. Say hi.
Hey, what's
Hi.
up, Mason?
Yay. What are you doing? Are you helping us with the podcast? Oh gosh. I'll let you sit on my lap. I don't care. Okay, back to what I was saying about, the viewership. Like I said, really consistent. NASCAR staying strong. We're more popular than MLB and NFL, so good for NASCAR. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Who cares about other sports?
And now these are a bunch of more, little news
Where are we?
stories that to talk about. Brett Holmes won the ARCA championship, so little story there just to mention. Brandon Jones, he's announced that he's returning back to the Xfinity Series next year in the Joe Gibbs 19.
Crap.
So
I forgot to turn off the light.
No wonder life seems so bright. But solid for Brandon Jones. I mean, I didn't expect much else. I mean, this is going to be his, I believe, his 7th full-time Xfinity Series season, so more learning is in the path for him. Maybe that'll lead to a cup ride in the coming years, so I'm thinking...
Hello, I'm back.
This is where I'm thinking about Brandon Jones. Martin Truex and Denny Hamlin is where I'm looking. They're both in their 40s, and they're getting to, age of possible retirement, so...
I'm not okay.
Maybe Brandon Jones stays in Xfinity for a few more years, and maybe he'll take over the 19 or the 11 when they retire. Who knows? It sounds more likely with Martin Truex because, Brandon Jones runs a 19 in the Xfinity Series, and Truex runs a 19 now, so who knows?
You got
Maybe
muted.
when Truex retires, Brandon Jones can move up to the Cup Series for a really good team. Zane Smith, he's announced that he'll be back in the Truck Series next year for the 21 team. So more to learn for Zane Smith. So he's already surprised most of us this year, and I think.
Are you annoyed yet?
No.
Darn.
So I think with that, I think oh gosh, he's clapping.
No, I'm not. I'm using a ruler.
A ruler? Why are you using a ruler?
Just hitting my desk.
Oh. Okay.
Ow.
But another championship run next year where he can easily compete, and I think more learning, maybe another extra year in the trucks will be enough for him, and he'll keep moving up the ranks into the Xfinity Series. And is that Among Us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I drew that.
Other small news stories. James Buescher has announced that he'll return to the Truck Series next week at Texas for Nice Motorsports. So cool for him, past truck champion. Natalie Decker has announced that she's able to race now. She's been having some medical issues with her blood pressure and all that. So good that she's fine now. She'll be back at Texas next week. But other things to here's bigger news. Eric Jones, he hasn't formally announced, but rumors that he's the leading candidate to take over the 43 ride next year. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, that'd probably be the best option. There aren't that many competitive cars left, in the free agency. So I feel like he could prove. I mean, we've seen how Bubba Wallace has performed.
What happened to your headset?
What?
What happened to your headset?
What happened to my headset? It's right here.
Oh. Well, you already sick of it?
Hear better.
Okay.
But, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if I see Eric Jones. It's probably his best chance. I mean, anywhere else is just a bigger downgrade, so I wouldn't be shocked. And another thing is another rumor. These are all rumors. Colleague Racing has been thinking that they might run a cup schedule in 2022.
Tyler?
Now, this would be good for Colleague Racing. Obviously, they are easily championship favorites in the Xfinity Series now with Haley and Ross Chastain. Okay. It doesn't sound good.
Tyler.
What?
I'm looking at the last thing we have before our picks. I don't like it.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll hear your opinions on this because I'm curious your opinions on this. But
you already know what they are. I don't like it.
Well, I'm curious. So, like I said, Colleague they might run a schedule in 2022. So Maybe guys like Justin Haley could move up. Obviously, Ross Chastain, he's moving to the 42 next year, so.
What is that noise?
It's you hitting your desk again.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I can hear you laughing.
I'm not laughing.
I can see you kind of smiling.
I'm not laughing.
Yeah.
No,
sure.
Look, my hands are right here.
Okay, now why? Why are your hands going like this? Okay, now put your hands down. I knew it.
No, look, and now they're up. Ow!
Good job. Now let me just touch on some smaller things. Oh, like I said, Justin Haley's probably has the best chance. He'll move up with Colin to NASCAR in 22. Just one more small thing, and then we'll get to the bigger news. AJ Allmendinger has teased some news that he might return to run some Xfinity full-time next year. Don't know yet. I think that'd be pretty good. He's done very well this year. He's won once or twice. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he's obviously one of the best in the Xfinity Series. But now let's get to this. What are your opinions on this topic?
I don't like
Larson?
it. No.
No. So he obviously...
He shouldn't have said the thing, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
It still upsets me that people can be like that, but he did apologize.
I'm over it. I'm over it now. I'm fine. I'm happy he's applied for reinstatement. I think he'll be in NASCAR next year. I think he's still the leading candidate for the last Hendrick car. So if he gets the Hendrick next year, I hope he performs well, and I think he will.
He doesn't deserve Hendrick.
All right, well, that's pretty much for all the big topics that we about this race. Now let's get to our
things. Picks. First, we have non-contenders.
I didn't even put any thought into this until right now, so let's...
Okay, I'll go first to give you a little bit more thinking time. So, for my non-contender picks, I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, but I don't. It's sad to say this, but I have a feeling Ryan Preece. I don't know why. He started there 3 times and DNF'd once, finished on the lead lap once.
Oh.
Average finish of 23rd. I just feel like something bad is going to happen.
Well, I mean, something bad wouldn't happen back in the spring race when he almost flipped, so...
Yeah. So who do you have?
Yeah, I'm going to say Kyle Busch. I mean...
I was going to say Kyle Busch, but then I'm like,
now
then
that
people
he's
are going to not like
me. I don't think he's going to do any better, to be honest.
No, he probably just gave up.
Stats, they're not that great.
Kyle Busch doesn't get a win this season, I'll be happy.
No, I don't think he's going to get a win this season. I say he's got 2 more chances to win this race and next race, and then that's it. I don't think he's getting anywhere else, but
he would say...
It's still 2020.
Wait. Yep. It's 2020.
Looking at his stats, he's only got 1 win there. I remember that was like 2016 or 17. He's DNF'd 4 times, and his average finish is 16th. So not that great for, the 18. And now that they're out, I don't think they're going to do any better. I'll let you go while I'm looking. Who's your underdog?
Oh, my underdog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is legal, but I have 2.
Oh, 2.
So first, we got Martin Truex Jr. I gotta find his name.
Because I guess he's not doing, what we expect this year. So.
Well, 24 starts and is a lot.
Okay.
With 2 wins, pretty good. 9 top 5s. My head is hurting. 2 poles, which is pretty good, and only DNF'd once. And finished on the lead lap 18 times. Oh, gosh. Average start of 10, like 11th, 10th, and average finish of 13th. I feel like that would be good. And,
oh, yeah, your second one.
My second one is Jimmy Johnson.
That's an underdog.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Load! Load!
Oh, you're looking at his stats.
Yeah, and it isn't loading, and I'm
Oh,
sad.
here, I'll tell you because I have it up here.
Oh, I got it.
Okay,
Never mind. I don't need your help.
Okay.
28 starts
Okay.
with 3 wins, 9 top 5s, just like Martin, boy. 3 poles, 2 DNFs. Finished on the lead lap 22 times, which is actually really good. Good job, Jimmy. Average start of 14th and average finish of 11th. So I feel like he could do good.
Well, he crashed in the race this year, so.
Shush. He'll do good.
You know, put your hopes high for that. Okay, I haven't even put any thought into this. So underdog, I'm gonna say Tyler Reddick is an underdog.
Well, he is an underdog, but what's your reasoning?
He's my pick as underdog. I remember he made his first or second Cup start last year at Kansas, and he ran. I think he finished 7th. And this year he's
actually not that bad here.
I know he's only raced twice. That once last year, and then the spring this year. And his average finish is 11th. So
that's actually pretty good.
And,
good for you.
He's been pretty good this year, especially at these kind of tracks. So who knows? Maybe top 10, top 5. He could pull off a win. Who knows? But
it's possible. Certainly is possible. Win picks. Do you need time to think of this?
No, I think I got my pick.
Okay, who is it?
Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is winning.
Also known as the person you have in the pool again.
Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, we have a driver we pick. We get every race.
That's why last week I was saying about Ty Dillon, and he was saying about Harvick again.
That's when he said my driver won the stage. That's what he meant.
And
then wherever they finish in the race is how we get points. So that's pretty much it. Kevin Harvick, he's winning. He's locking into the Final 4. Won't be shocked. He's raced 29 times and he's got an average finish of 20.
You got 4th twice in a row, you cheater.
And Denny Hamlin is not winning. He's not winning 3 in a row. He's won 11.
Oh no, I don't even want Denny Hamlin to win.
I don't either.
Denny Hamlin has been so you know what happened at Talladega with in my opinion, a horrible call by NASCAR. Miserable. He stayed under the line when he had plenty of time to get back up. I'm just saying that should have been a penalty. And who was it in 3rd?
I think Eric Jones finished 3rd.
Okay, so Eric Jones should have won the race.
Yes,
and
I agree.
Denny Hamlin got what he deserved at the Roval. He spun out 5 times, 3 times or something.
So who's your pick? Who's your pick to win and advance to the Final 4?
Well, it's the pole winner, Chase Elliott.
Whoa. What's your thought?
Well, obviously he's been doing pretty good this year, especially at road courses.
Yeah.
He started there 9 times with a win, so that's pretty good to have a win. 4 top 5s, which is also good. Wait. It says no poles, but that's a lie.
Oh, well.
Because he just got one. DNF'd 0 times.
That's good.
Finished on the lead lap 7 times. Average start of 14. An average finish of 11.5.
Awesome. And he could have won the last 2. He could have won the spring, and he finished 2nd in the fall last year. If you guys don't know,
he's pretty good.
We're literally just looking at the stats. That's where we're getting these numbers from. We're just looking at the stats for the drivers.
Yeah, I mean, no, cut that out. We know all of this by memory.
Based off memory.
Cut it.
Well, I guess
Jerry, cut it out.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for this podcast, guys. We went over.
How long was this thing? Yeah, I wasn't here for half of it because people came home.
You know, that's that. Oh, well.
With groceries.
Woo, groceries. That's so fun.
Groceries.
But I guess that's pretty much going to round up this podcast, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the race later today. I can't wait. This is the race of this round I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. I hope
Hopefully Elliott will win. No, Kevin Harvick does not want to win.
Yes, he does. He's going to win.
It's 2020, so Kyle Busch will lose.
Yeah, he's going to lose.
I'm already very happy that Kyle Busch is out of the playoffs.
I'm not happy. I'm not mad. I'm kind of expecting it.
I'm not the biggest fan of that guy.
I know.
Put in the comments below what you think of Kyle Busch. If you hate him, put a thumbs down. If you love him, then put a thumbs up. Wait, is there even a thumbs down thing?
I think so.
Okay.
Is there? I don't even know.
Okay, instead of doing that, if you love him, say, I love.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He froze. Uh-oh. I think... I don't know what he was trying to say. Oh, there we go. Now you're unfrozen.
Yeah, you froze for me.
Oh, okay.
Said my internet connection was unstable.
Oof. Okay, say that again. If you love him, then what?
If you love him, then say, I love Kai Busch. But if you hate him, like me, say, I hate that Kai Busch. Or you could just say it like a normal person, just like, I don't like that guy. He is dumb and bad and a crybaby.
Okay. Well, all right, we're going to stop ranting. Enjoy the race later today, guys. Oh, by the way, I saw some news. Not Kevin Harvick. Martin Truex is starting at the rear in this race.
My underdog.
Hold on,
one of them, anyways. I'm glad I chose
Twitter.
two.
There was some things. This is the third time Truex has to drop for the rear this race.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Scrolling through Twitter.
What did he do? Use Nitro Boost or something?
I don't know. I'm checking to see if there's anyone else. Oh, James Davison has to go to the rear as well.
Oh, who cares, honestly?
Oh, darn it.
It's James Davison. It's not like he's getting up there anyway. He's probably already down there.
I was going to say, he's probably already starting down there, to be honest.
He's probably already starting last, and they say you have to start at the rear. He probably said something like, no, I'm not moving.
All right, well, now I think...
Oh, do you see your name, by the way?
Yeah, I see it. All right, guys, we're done.
Tyler Botson.
We're done here. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on.
Make sure to eat some cheese. Sure. Remember that NASCAR is the best sport.
Yes, it is. All right, we're leaving here, guys.
Well, anyways, bye.
Enjoy the race. We'll see you guys next time.
Stop the stream.
Yay, stop. End stream is right there. And goodbye.